In terms of passing, Rice passes the ball better than Caicedo. In terms of line breaking passes, breaking the lines, there's a stat that says here that Rice is number 3 in terms of line breaking passes. And line breaking passes, we all know what happens. Once you play a line breaking pass, it means that you've opened up the defense of the opponent. And Rice does that better than Caicedo. And he's number 3 just behind Bruno Fernandes and Rodri. And then also in terms of breaking up play, that's where I'll probably just give it to Caicedo, because Arsenal most of the time we have the ball, so Rice doesn't have to break up play a lot, but Caicedo has to do that more. So we are more of a possession-based team than Chelsea are. So I will give that to Caicedo because that's his primary role for Chelsea, and he does that a lot. That's why we call him shin kicker. He will kick you and get the ball and all that. Don't get me wrong. I think Caicedo is an amazing footballer, but I've always admired Declan Rice when he was at West Ham. I always said, when are we going to sign a player like this? When we signed him, I was elated. I was very happy. In terms of shooting technique, Caicedo does not come close to Declan Rice. Caicedo knows how to strike the ball. Yes, he showed that against Liverpool. Declan Rice is just really good at striking the ball, and his passing range is crazy. So when people just come and say Declan Rice just passes sideways, 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 I don't understand. It's a lie. They're just trying to score points for Caicedo. That's a big lie, because Declan Rice breaks the lines more than every other midfielder in the league except Bruno Fernandes and Rodri. You can go and check it. In my opinion, if I were to pick based on what a team needs, if I was a manager and I need a player that can do a lot both in defense and help drive attacks, plus someone reliable under pressure, I will go for Rice, because he can play that 8 and he can play the 6 role. So I will go for Rice. But in terms of solidity, say I want a defense that is you can't even break, I will go and recovering possession. I will go for Caicedo, and that's mainly because Chelsea do not really play possession football like that, but Arsenal does. So Declan Rice does not necessarily need to be solid, because he's always on the ball. He doesn't need to be running around to get the ball. You get, so that's how I see it. They both have their own attributes, that the things that make them special. But in my opinion, Declan Rice is on a higher level than Caicedo. Until Caicedo does it on that level, maybe the Champions League, maybe the World Cup, then I can say, okay, yes, this guy is on that level with Declan Rice.